This video will contain spoilers for Telltale's The Walking Dead Season 1. I highly suggest you play it before watching this video, as it is an incredible game that I do not want to spoil. This is your spoiler warning. When we first meet Lee, he's in the back of a police car. He is a teacher at UGA who killed a state senator in a fight because the senator was sleeping with Lee's wife. I am by no means saying what Lee did was right or justifiable, but it is better than him being just a blatant murderer.
I followed your case a little bit, you being a Macon boy and all.
You're from Macon, then?
Yep, came up to Atlanta to be a city cop in the 70s. I always wanted to work a murder case, like that senatorial mess you got yourself mixed up in. With all due respect. A real shame, that is. Hell, the whole family used to be regulars at your folks' drugstore right in downtown. Still there?
Sure is.
Good.
While on his way to prison, the police officer that was driving Lee hits a walker in the road and swerves off the side of the road and into the forest. This kickstarts Lee's road to redemption because shortly after he wakes up, he meets an orphan girl named Clementine.
Are you safe?
I'm outside of my treehouse. They can't get in.
That's smart.
See? Can you see me? I can see you through the window.
Lee does everything in his power to make sure Clementine is safe. This ranges from something as small as telling someone to stop doing something to killing them.
Look, I don't know what happened, but I'll look after you until then.
Lee teaches Clementine right from wrong, and after a talk with Chuck, or Charles if you're fancy, how to shoot a gun. A very valuable skill to have in the apocalypse, and one that will no doubt save her life multiple times down the road and in later seasons.
You need to know how to protect yourself.
Like hiding or running away? Got it.
I mean, with one of these. First, don't be afraid of it. It's just a thing. Take it. But know where your finger is all the time, and don't put it on the trigger unless you want to hurt somebody.
Okay.
See? It's not scary.
It's heavy.
You'll get stronger. To aim, you look right down the top, through that notch. Line up the sight at the end with your target.
Is there anything else I should know?
I know these are just bottles, but you have to aim for the head.
I know. Only the head.
Unless it's not a walker and it's someone trying to hurt you.
And then?
Head or body. Anywhere.
I don't want to think about that.
You're right. It might be a lot for your first day. You ready?
I did it!
Yeah, you did. Good job.
I just pretended they were walker heads.
Good. Just like you should.
They're not walkers, though.
No, far from it. But you know how these things work now. We'll graduate you to walkers one day.
Okay, I feel good.
Not so scary, huh?
Nuh-uh.
Lee has to make tough choices regarding Clementine's safety, or if lying to her that they'll have enough time to look for her parents is worth it, because either way, it'll break her heart.
Look before we leave.
Really? You'll take me to Crawford so we can look? I knew you didn't really mean it. Towards the end of the game,
Lee and Clementine have a surrogate father-daughter relationship like Joel and Ellie from The Last of Us. Another fantastic game that I've actually already covered, and if you're interested in that, there'll be a info card at the top right here to check it out. Lee ends up getting bitten at the end of episode 4. This shifts the plot from instead of getting out of Savannah to finding Clementine and making sure that whoever kidnapped her never does it to anyone ever again.
Clementine's gone.
There's no chance she just wandered off on her own?
No way.
Then who the hell took her?
I don't know. Last night Vernon came to me and offered to take her with him. Said she'd be better off.
Son of a bitch. I knew we couldn't trust that fucker.
Wherever she is, I have to find her.
Okay. What do you need from us?
Clem may not have much time. We have a better chance of finding her if we all go together. Who's with me?
We're all responsible for Clementine. And in your condition, you may not make it to her in time. She needs our help. All of our help.
Damn right. I can't let you do this alone.
So that's settled then. We'll look for Clementine together.
Thanks, you guys. I appreciate it. Really.
You've always been there for me, Lee. Always had my back when it mattered. What kind of friend would I be if I wasn't there for you now? Bitten or not, I'm with you to the end. You can count on me.
Okay, guys, we should go find Vernon, see if he took her. Let's head out. Clementine, are you all right? Where are you? Vernon, you son of a bitch!
Hello, Lee?
Who is this?
It's not Vernon, if that's what you're thinking. And you should really watch your tone. Clementine's fine, but if I were you, I'd choose my next words very carefully.
You're fucking dead! I don't know who you are, but I will kill you! Do you understand?
I know you will. She knows you will. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Skipping almost to the end of episode 5, Lee fights his way through an entire horde of walkers just to confront Clementine's kidnapper in one of the most badass scenes in any video game. Lee ends up being confronted by the stranger who is Clementine's kidnapper in an interaction that will leave the stranger dead.
I miss you so much, Tess. You're gonna like Clementine a lot, though. She's not Lizzie, but she's sweet. She wouldn't hurt a fly.
Son of a bitch! Just go away! Die!
Skipping ahead one more time, and Lee is now in a slump position that he can't get it from. Him, Clementine, and the player know this is his last stop, and this is where the story is going to end.
There's only one thing you can do. You know that.
I don't know if I can.
You have to shoot me, honey.
Lee, no.
Valdomid and Krista. They're outside of town. By the train. You remember how to get back there?
Yes.
Good. They'll take good care of you. And Clem. Keep that hair short.
I will. I'll cut it myself.
Great. Good. And also...
What is it?
No, don't worry. All right. I'll miss you.
Me too.
That's the story of Lee Everett, a man who started in handcuffs as a criminal and died in handcuffs as a hero. This is why Lee Everett is gaming's greatest protagonist. I have a much bigger video that will be an entire review of Season 1. I'm shooting for a release of November 21st because that will be the 10-year anniversary of No Time Left, the final episode of Season 1. And if you'd like to be notified for when that comes out, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. Comment down below if there is another character that you'd like me to review. I'm thinking maybe Joel next, depending on how this video does. And that's me, signing off.